So let's start with a typical client server architecture. So this is something you might have seen in your web application development module, right? So what you do in your machine is that you open a web browser. It could be Chrome or Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, right? And you type a URL of any website. Let's say it would be either gmail.com, facebook.com, or maybe amazon.com, right? Maybe you want to do some online shopping. So in that case, what happened? The moment you hit that URL, your computer sends a request to a server machine. Let's say this is a server machine of Amazon or maybe Gmail, right? So what happens? This server machine, it contains a web application, maybe a Flash-based application, or maybe Java-based, or it could be based on any other technology. That web application processes the request based on the type of request. In return, it will give a response. So let's say if you are visiting facebook.com web page, so the moment you hit enter, you are sending a request to the Facebook server, and that Facebook application hosted on this server in return will give you a response, and that response contains the login page of facebook.com, and that is how it is uh, that login page appeared on your screen inside your web browser. I think someone's microphone is on. I request you to please mute yourself unless you don't have any query to ask. Thank you. So I'm pretty sure all of you are aware of this particular architecture, right? Now, my question is that if you get a chance to start your own startup, then please mention it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and tell us about your idea of the startup. What type of business you would like to set up through your startup.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. So my startup that I already said it. I've done like the front end, and it's called
Oh, great.
the yes, it's called Scene Style. Scene Style. It's a mobile salon. A mobile salon. It's
Mm-hmm.
where different vendors. That is a makeup artist, a nail technician, a lash
Mm-hmm.
esthetician, a masseuse, a barber, any vendor in
Oh,
the beauty sector,
great.
right? Can you can like a client can order for them and then beat the prices. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? Yes. So
Okay.
they like it's like,
Interesting.
do you know InDrive?
Sorry?
Okay, and you're do you know Uber or Bolt?
Uber. Yeah, yeah. I know Uber. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so there's like a refined one in
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria
Mm-hmm.
that's called InDrive that you can bid the price. That's okay. Like if you need a you want to probably braid your hair, right? You can say, okay, this is the amount I have. Let's say if it's in naira, you say this like I have like 5,000 naira, and then you'll see different hairstylists who will also tell you their price. And then also my intention is for them to be able to like put you know how GitHub is that you can show your
Mm-hmm.
work. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I want the vendors to be able to like have a link to where like people
Their
customers can
profile.
see their profile. So yes, so like and then I'll make my money from like percentage and what
Mm-hmm.
else, whatever. Yes. So like it's called
Okay.
Sin Wow. Yes.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
Mm.
Congratulations.
But like, yes, I need this course because I'm trying to do
Hmm.
the back end, and then like the card, like how to like make payments and other things.
Hmm. Okay,
Mm.
perfect, perfect. Okay, so Usman is talking about cutting edge financial solution using AI technology. Okay, interesting. So we have got a couple of ideas here. So let's say that you have set up your own startup, and for that you have developed a Flask-based application. Okay, and maybe in the early days, let's say you have got just 200 users. Okay, who are accessing your website, your application, and in that case, you just need a single server. Okay, to set up your web application, maybe just 4 GB of with this server with 4 GB of RAM, maybe just 100 GB of storage, etc. uh, Obviously, to host this server machine, okay, the one on the right hand side, you will need a space, you will need a dedicated power supply. So since it is just a single machine, maybe you can um, place it in your garage, or maybe you can have a dedicated room in your house also, because this is how startup do, right, in their initial days. But as your app is growing, it is becoming more popular, more number of clients are registering, they are using your application on daily basis quite frequently, then in that case you will have to scale up your infrastructure. Now that scaling up can happen in two ways. The first one is called vertical. So in that case, what you do is you can uh, update the RAM memory, you can update the storage, etc. for of your server machine. But there is a limitation to it, right? So what you can do is you can scale up horizontally. In that case, you can purchase multiple servers, right? And now you are able to serve thousands thousands of clients at a given time. Now there is one problem, business related problem in this scenario. See, you are running a startup and you don't have a lot of funds with you. So setting up such server will require upfront cost to purchase such highly sophisticated, highly configured server machines, which are way costlier than that of your traditional computer machines. You will need dedicated power supply, power backup. Maybe you may require a separate office space. Okay, you may have to rent a space to to accommodate all these servers. You will also require a technician who will take care of the networking and the hardware parts related to this server. So the point I want to make here is that you have to substantially spend a lot of money on setting up such infrastructure. So is there any solution? Yes, there is a solution. The solution is in the form of cloud. So you might have heard of various cloud platforms such as Amazon's Amazon Web Service, which is AWS for short, which is also a market leader in this particular domain. Then we have got Azure from Microsoft, or then there is Google Cloud from Google, IBM, Oracle. So all these are big names, big companies who are providing such cloud services. Now, what is a cloud? So cloud is like this big rooms, sometimes these rooms, they are as big as few acres of land. Okay, And as you can see there, you will find there will be several racks spread across these rooms. Each rack hosts several servers. So these are computer servers. Okay. And you can rent any one of this server to host your application. So now you don't have to worry about purchasing the hardware, maintaining it, maintaining the power supply, maintaining the technician, etc. Amazon AWS will take care of all this. All you have to do is just pay rent for whatever services you are utilizing. And you can also share resources. Maybe you don't need that much powerful server. So maybe a single server will be shared by Amazon with multiple users. Got it? So as a result of which, this cloud technology has become very popular in recent decades because they are way cheaper. On demand, you can increase um, your service or decrease as per your requirement. So let's say maybe as you know, the Christmas festival season is coming soon, right? So many people will be using what do you call it, e-commerce websites to you know to purchase new stuff. So at that time, the traffic will be bigger. So that e-commerce provider, that e-commerce company will require more number of servers to handle that traffic of clients. So they can increase the number of servers as and when required, and they will be charged only for that much duration. Okay, so let's say initially I had 10 servers. Let's say I run e-commerce websites. Initially, throughout the year, I only require 10 servers, but during the festive season or maybe during Christmas, because of the huge traffic, I have to double the number of servers. So let's say to 20. So maybe just for the month of December and January, I will add 10 more servers from AWS Cloud. So on demand, I can either increase or decrease the amount of resources which I'm renting from the cloud infrastructure. Multi-tenancy, as I have already mentioned, a single resource, single server can be shared across multiple users. That will also bring down the cost of ownership or the rent amount drastically. And you have to pay only for the amount of services you have used. Let's say I'm using 10 servers now, but then I realize, okay, that is quite too much. I don't have that much traffic on my website. So maybe I want to now remove 5 servers and I want to just stick with remaining 5 servers. Then I will be charged only for that much amount of time, that much amount of uh, servers.